Hello everyone, and welcome to HERORC. I'm Robert, and today in frame I've got my TRX4 Cheyenne 10 Chevy. We're going to take her on a RTR run, starting with the indoor articulation course. Here we go. Nice articulation, modulation is okay for RTR. And I just want you to know I'm going to go all out with this puppy. Lights, fusion, some weights. I don't think I'm going to go all out with all the weights because of the way the 72 Chevy Blazer performed with all the weights on it. I don't think it needs all the weights. It just needs to be balanced. And I got a scale coming for Christmas. This is pretty much going to sit up on the shelf until I get to it, because I have so many other projects ahead of this that there's no need of buying stuff and then misplacing and forgetting about where, what you bought. A step at a time. I done got way ahead of myself. Having fun? I don't feel down. I'm happy. Ha ha. I get to see it in the future with lights. Look at the drag brake. I had the nerve to kick in. It's a nice vehicle though. It handles nicely. But I wanted that Ford F-150. I don't know how I made this mistake. I really don't. Alright, let's get her over to the new course and we can see what's going on there. Alright, let's bring her down the stairs. RTR. Get the drag brake is light. Yeah, I don't like that. I've got it set in 5 with the drag brake and all of that. Alright, let's see how it does going up the 35 degree incline. And if the drag brake doesn't work, and then I'm going to reset the ESC. Okay, it kicked in slow, but let's go a little higher. Kicked in slow. Kicked in though. Alright, let's get over to the course. Okay, I got the tractor, John Deere tractor sitting up here with bricks in it. I'm just starting out to see how I'm going to lay them out. Alright, here we are over here at the future trail course. Foxtrot Trail Course. I'm going to call it Foxtrot Trail Course 2. And it's kind of hard to tell what I've got going on here because there's not a lot of light out here. But got the trench all dug out the way I want it. I'm not going to get this one all muddied up. But right there where it's going, that's going to be the entrance right there. I'm going to put a bridge there for it to roll over. And you can see, I got it all, most of it, got it all dug up the way I want it dug up. And then I just got to figure out how I'm going to lay my bin 10, which I have it's about 2 tons of it right there in my trailer. I'm going to slowly scoop it out and figure out how I'm going to lay it out. Not sure yet exactly how I'm going to do it. But first what I'm going to do is cover the ground on the inside of the moat there. See, this is the ground cover I'm going to use. Lay that out like that. And see, I'm going to lay it out like that, and then I have these little spikes that I put in it to keep it in place. Then I'm just going to cover everything back here in this area, except for the rocks on the side next to the fence. I don't want to cover those up because I may eventually put extra posts in there to keep the fence up straight, because the wind out here is pretty crazy. But everything in this here, it's going to be covered up with that ground cover to stop weeds and stuff from popping up. And then I'm going to put a big sheet of plastic over the moat, all the way around the moat. A big sheet of plastic all the way around it. And that's how I'll keep my water in. And then once I get the plastic down, I'll put the caliche inside the moat over the plastic, and hopefully that'll keep water in for me. Don't need a lot of water. I don't want it deep, just inches deep. And then on the outside of the moat, in different areas over here and over there, I'll have rocks, you know, with the ground to be covered just like it was at my other course. And then I have big rocks and stuff out here for, you know, the vehicle to crawl over. And then right there where the truck is sitting, I'll have a bridge so you can get inside the moat, and then at the same time be able to drive up under the bridge while you're in the moat. And only certain vehicles I'll use for that. Not all of my vehicles, just certain ones. And then on the far end down there, and I'm fixing to walk over there, see if we get that on, keep that on camera. Okay, yeah, over there where I went and stooped down, that'll be the main entrance into the trail course. Grasshopper on my camera here. I will have rocks all the way around the edge there, where you see rocks up next to the house, rocks up against the fence. I'll have bricks lining all of that to what word am I looking for? To outline the course. These rocks on the side will be roads to the entrance, and the entrance will be up there where I was squatted down, and that'll be the only way to get into the course is up there. So you would take the rocks around to the entrance and come into the course, and there you have it. That's so far, that's where I'm at with it. And tomorrow I'm gonna get out here and play with it a little bit. Fence is not a priority. I mean, something I need to do, Not a priority though. I'm just relieving stress. So I will see you over at Foxtrot Trail Course. Alright, after we do a little trail in here over the dirt here, get onto the bridge and come on around. Gotta test her out. See how she does over the dirt hill here. Having no trouble just on the dirt there. Hear it flexing? Ah. Well, I do have that part sitting a little high there. Let's see if we can do that. Nope. See what happens if we hit it kind of straight on. I gotta lift it there a little bit. Alright, I got my diffs off. Let's turn all the diffs on for the first time. Nice. Can she get up there? I'm gonna dig a hole. Turn the rear off. Let's just use the front. Nah, she can't do it that way. Need a higher clearance there. Okay, I did a little modification there. Let's see what happens. Just the front diffs are on. Nice. RTR, they are not very capable. I would say that much. Alright, here we go. We're going to Foxtrot Trail Course. Okay, I did have it in high. I keep forgetting about that. Let's do a little safari run across the grass. And let's head over to the rocks and see how she does. Nice on the safari run here. And like I said, she will sit on the shelf as a queen until I get to her. I've already ordered parts for it, rims and all of that stuff, but I'm so disappointed that it's a Chevy. I wanted the Ford, but here we go. Being a Ford probably would have made me get to it a little quicker, but I'm just so disappointed. Can't believe I did that. I will get it eventually though. If I hadn't got some of these other vehicles that I got coming in, I wouldn't have I would have went on and got it. But I've reached my max on my spending, so gotta chill a little bit for a little while. A few months. First of the year, I'll probably have it. But this one is nice. And I'm not worried about the fencing because I've got enough to get at least over half of it done. So it's just a matter of me getting to it. I don't want to, go out and buy it and just have it sit here like this. The fencing that I have now has been sitting here for years, literally years. See how she does with the side gravity here, with the center of gravity on the rocks here. Just the front diffs on. And keep her turned up and see if she can handle it. Nice, of course it can handle it. It's a high trail. Look at that big old spider right there. Jesus, that thing is huge. Look at it. That thing is huge. I'll keep myself out of the light, but it is huge. Look at it. Those are the kind of spiders that were out here when we first moved out here. And you can just see their eyes glowing. When my grass first started to grow, you can just see their eyes glowing in the grass. There were like hundreds of them out there, man. And they're tough spiders too. Alright, there she is, top of the hill, king of the hill. Let's head on over to Foxtrot Trail Course and take it through some paces. Alright, there we are. As you can see, we don't have any lights on, but I can fix that. Uno momento. Alright, there we are. All lit up, ready to rock and roll. Nice modulation for RTR. Alright, here we go over Foxtrot Road. See how she does. Big tires grabbing the fenders like crazy. Looks just like the Chevy Blazer coming over it. Telling you, I'm loving this pause feature. I already got the SUV bricks there. Let's see how she does. Being a high trail shouldn't be a problem. Just the front diffs are on. Like a champion. Yeah. No centering out. No bottoming out. That's what helps it. Alright, we're going to test some center of gravity here, or the ascent. See how it does. At Black Pot Hill, tires scraping. You can hear them. Let's get a better angle. Servo is not very strong in this one, just like the Olive Traxxas servos. I'll probably eventually, I'm going to go ahead and change it anyway, because I will have to change it eventually anyway once I put weight and stuff on it. So that is a must. The servos are not very strong. No weight in the front, so it keeps lifting. Got a straight angle, and it's still hitting that passenger rear tire is hitting that dip back there, which throws it up like that. So let's try a different angle here. Well, no, it's not hitting a dip. It's hitting another brick over there. Probably if it hit the dip, it probably wouldn't lift up. There we go. Just the front diffs are on. Alright, let's turn all diffs on. No problem. No problem. Alright, we're going to try center of gravity. Okay, not center of gravity, but descent first. Here we go. RTR. RTR. Set in 5. Drag brake is not doing its thing. Not the way it should, not like a Fusion would, but no problem. No problem. The descent was pretty decent. Got kind of torqued a little bit there. One of the tires were in the air, but no problem. Tires flexing. Servo is weak. Look at look at that drag brake do its thing. That's crazy. That is wicked. Alright, glad I got that on camera. Okay. Let's do the center of gravity. Alright, I think this is a good angle to start at. Let's see what happens. I love my course. It tests these vehicles pretty good. Just for something to be thrown together, you know. And that's what Mother Nature does, just throws stuff together. And remember, this is RTR. No weights, no nothing, just straight RTR. And it turned over. The brick saved it. And part of that could have been driver error, but let's see. Take it slow and easy. First, I want to try to hook the driver's tire on that brick up there. See what it does after it hooks that brick. Plastic's grabbing and coming off. Bye. Naturally, nice. That was nice. And then the front tire is going to catch that other brick right in front of it. And servo is very weak. Servo is not flexing at all. Wants to turn over. Servo is very weak. Can't say that enough. If the servo was stronger, I think it would be a lot better. But it is scraping. That's why I got the plastic on it. Nice. Nice. Oh! Brick got it. I think the center of gravity on this thing is just as bad as the Blazer. But I don't think it needs all the stuff that the Blazer has. I think if it just had some portal covers on it, it would be fine. Because I think you can overweight them too. And I think that's what I did with the Blazer, but I'm not going to change anything on it. Just makes for a different driving experience. Trying to get it not to scrape there. And this where a Fusion would be handy. See, servo is not, I got the servo turned all the way and it is not responding at all. And then the crazy thing about it, there is no weights on it. Just imagine what it would be like if it had weights on it. I adjusted some brakes because they were in the wrong spot. See if we can keep it planted. She is wanting to turn over either way I go. Because of the back tire. The front tire is on that brick. The front passenger tire is on the brick and the back tire isn't. So let's see if we can get that back tire on there. It's on there now. See if we can get it both, get it leveled. If that back tire will stay on there. Barely. I hate the modulation. Front tires rubbing. Tires need to be a little bit smaller. And that's part of the reason why the servo is not. There we go. It was catching under the fender there. Let's head over to, I don't think we're going to do Shovel Bridge because I know it can do that. Let's go to Pride Rock. Alright, I just tried Shovel Bridge. This might be a little interesting. Let's see what happens. It's a nice looking vehicle though, even with all the plastic on it. It's a nice looking vehicle when it's in motion. Just sitting there, I don't like the way it looks, but when it's in motion, it looks good. Still want that F-150 though. I don't know how I did that, man. Ooh. Alright, let's try her again. Tires aren't grabbing. Or is it driver error? Let's see. Tires or driver? Let's see. Yeah, it looks nice in motion right there. I think that shouldn't catch. The tires aren't grabbing there at all. Ooh, tires are not grabbing. I don't know if that's due to weight or what that is, but they are not grabbing. I just want to get there and ice skate. Do the running man. Look at that, just doing the running man. I like the modulation when it's kind of in a pickle. Boy, they are not grabbing on that shovel. Look at that. Yeah. They are not grabbing. That's crazy. Wow. I could have sworn the Blazer did it, no problem. Well, let's see if it does how it does. Oh, can it do it side from the side there? Is that what it needed? Some wood. Wow. Need to be on that wood. Oh. Or did the light help you get up there? I don't know. We'll find out. Well, might as well find out now, huh? Alright, let's see if the light helped you get up there. Move the light over a little bit. This is where it starts to slip and slide. It's not catching. There it goes with that turning to the driver's side. Tires are just not grabbing that shovel. Let's see if you can do it with the wood like it did before. No light there. See what happens. Just doesn't. Them tires right now are not liking that shovel. Liking the shovel. And we still got stuck. Got the tire slid out. That was driver error there. For sure. Alright, let me catch it before it falls. Alright, that was driver error. Let's see what happens. Got to get that passenger side not to dip in between the wood there. That's what happened. Nice. Okay. I like the tires, but they're so big. Let's do Pride Rock. Track rake's pretty good. But it's gonna look really nice decked out with lights and some different rims on it and tires and my little flavor added to it. Yeah, it's gonna look nice, but still not the F-150 that I wanted. I like the little light bar the F-150 had in the back of it. Again, I'm turning the servo and it is not responding. Now it responded. That servo is very, it may be the battery. Maybe the battery is not strong enough to function, make it function, but we'll test that theory too. Put a 3S in it, because it's a 2S battery in it. You gotta remember, it's RTR, so a lot of mistakes with this one. I think I have more mistakes with this one than I did with the Blazer. I got the plastic on it, grabbing on everything. Ooh, something's caught there. Settle down, baby. Getting a little happy there. Servo is very weak. Can't say that enough. People Can't get it lined up from this end, and drag brake's not kicking in. Alright. Alright, baby. Let's see what you got. Nice. Didn't bottom out. Articulating nicely. Modulating okay for RTR. Can't complain there. Drag brakes fair for RTR. And there you have it. Pride Rock, no problem. But can you imagine what it's going to be like when I get done with it? Yes, sir. With the lights, a fusion. Oh my God, it's gonna be nice. I mean, rock lights, a light bar across the top, headlights, fusion, stronger servo, plastic off of it. It's gonna be nice. Look at it articulate. Nice, very nice. But you know, it needs just a little bit smaller tires, because the tires keep catching on the fenders there and the bumper. And that kind of enhanced the modulation a little bit. Not enhances, but degrades. Not degrade. What word am I looking for? It doesn't enhance anyway. Alright, let's get her up here on After Run Rock. Now let's talk about her a little bit. Which, I mean, there's nothing I hadn't already said about it. Alright. First of all, I want to say, you know, it has potential. Definitely has potential. A little bit smaller tires. I like the rims on it. The rims are really nice with it. But they're plastic, no weight. I want to take those stripes off. We're going black, all black. Maybe keep it around the fender, maybe. But yeah, them stripes gotta go. I love the window, the wheel well flare on the Ford. New rims, light kit, fusion, and a servo. Interior, I don't know yet, because you know those windows are blacked out. I saw one of our fellow enthusiasts clean his. He has the Ford F-150, and he cleaned his windows somehow. I have to go back and look at the video. But another thing you can do too is, if you're good with a razor, you can cut that black out and then put you some a thin piece of plexiglass up there, clear, and go from there. So I don't know. I got so many projects ahead of this one that it's really no rush, especially since I didn't get what I wanted. So she's gonna go on the shelf for a little bit, and I'll bring her out, you know, when I get ready to mess with her. But because, you know, I got the Bronco in there, putting what am I doing to the Bronco? Oh, I'm getting the light kit straight and putting the interior in it. The interior came for the Bronco, so I got to paint it, the interior and stuff for it. I'm a scale guy. I like to scale, and this gives me the fusion, nice servo, sweet looking wheels, and performing tires. Gives me, you know, with the interior and everything, gives me that I'm driving it type feeling, you know what I mean? So like I said, she's going on the shelf for a little while. Probably won't see this one for a minute, but I have some more exciting things coming. So like I always say, folks, much more to come, and thanks for watching.